Hi, everybody. This has been an unusual day. So, I went to a chiropractor appointment this morning, and after my appointment, I had about an hour, and I was driving home past Antrim Park, which is like a park. It's got a lake and a big path that goes around the lake. It's about a mile long. So I thought, oh, perfect. I have time to go around the lake a time or two, and I did that. So I parked my minivan and I went under the underpass and I did this walk. And it was glorious and it was beautiful and it was meditative and wonderful. And then I got back to my car and I looked at the driver's side window of my minivan and it was gone. And in its place were lots of little green shattered pieces of glass all around the window. On the ground, there was a bunch of glass, and when I looked in the car, my seat was completely covered in broken glass. So, obviously, not what I was expecting to see. And in my mind, I kind of went, oh. And then I thought, I bet my purse is gone. And got into the car, the minivan, and sure enough, the purse was completely missing. Nothing else seemed to be messed up. But the window was broken, the purse was missing. I looked around, there didn't seem to be anybody doing anything. Interestingly, there was a car down about 10 parking spots from me, so I was kind of the only one in this row. But down like 10 parking spots, there was a car with a man in it, and he was eating a sandwich. So I went over to him just on the off chance that he had seen anything. And it was interesting. He rolled down his window and I told him what I was doing. I said I was taking a walk and my car got broken into and I just wondered if you'd seen anything. And he was actually a detective who said that he was there on his lunch break and he couldn't believe it because that's exactly why he was sitting in that parking lot. So apparently, this is a thing that happens frequently there. Because it's like this loop that everybody takes, the thieves apparently know that it's going to take you at least 15 minutes to make it around the lake, and so they do smash and grabs frequently. Of course, there were signs that said don't leave valuables in your car, and yeah, we all know it's not the best idea, but hiking with a big handbag is also not a great idea. So, anyway, what I want to talk about is how I reacted to the situation. Because I think it was different than how I would have reacted maybe a decade ago, maybe even a few years ago. So I stayed calm. I didn't freak out. And when I got back to my car after talking to him and just realizing that it was kind of hopeless, probably, um, I actually felt a lot of gratitude. I felt gratitude because it had happened when the boys were not in the car. You know, sometimes I do that thing that I now realize I really shouldn't do, which is where I like need to run into a store or run into the library or something quick, and they're all happy in the back seat playing on their Kindles or whatever, and I'll just leave them in the back seat and lock the doors and run in, turn the car off and run in and do what I need to do and come back. And what I realized is like this could have happened at one of those times, and the boys could have been in the car, and that could have been just horrendous. Um, they had used a crowbar or something equally forceful to break that window, and there were actually gouges out of the like the padding that goes up to the window was completely gouged out in two places. So if nothing else, it would have been scary, like incredibly scary. Even if they hadn't, even if they'd seen the kids and left, that would have been totally traumatic and frightening. So I was just so grateful that like no one was in the car, nobody got hurt. Um, it's just I didn't take it personally. You know, I didn't feel like I was a victim. I just felt like, this is just how it is. Like this is what unfortunately happens sometimes. Um, so it's not at all how I thought I would be going into Feel Good February. I had a whole list of things to talk about this week, but guess what? I'll get to those later. I think this is kind of proof, right? This thing took up my whole day. Yes, it turned into an all day project of like canceling all my credit cards getting new credit cards at the bank, um, dealing with car insurance. You can't find a rental car right now. My mom thankfully loaned me her car. Thank you, mother. um, but just gratitude, really. Like I had my mom who would help me, who was there to support me and loan me her car when I needed it. Um, I have insurance. I have to pay a nasty deductible and it's not going to be fun, but guess what? I have money to pay it and I have insurance to help me with the rest. The thieves actually tried to use my credit card at a gas station, so I have a little bit of hope that maybe we can actually figure out who they were or at least get a license plate number tomorrow. Nobody's there tonight who can do it, but you know, it's an ongoing saga. So it took up my whole day, but it did not ruin my day. It didn't, I haven't cried all day. I haven't been screaming or cursing or feeling like a big giant victim or feeling, I haven't really even felt violated. I just feel like it kind of like it's a thing that happened. Like, got to deal with it. So, I guess that's what I want to bring you tonight is just that reflection on how I dealt with this situation and how I feel like in the past I might have dealt with it differently. I might have felt really, personally injured that this had happened to me. I might have freaked out. I might have gotten very stressed out all day. I might have sat down and cried in despair. Anything could have happened. And in retrospect, I liked how I dealt with it. Um, so that's all. I just wanted to bring you that. It wasn't planned today, but it is what it is. And just keep calm is basically what it is. Keep breathing and keep calm. And, we'll go over some of that stuff in some of the future days this month. But yeah, I'm just grateful. Very, very grateful that it was what it was and not worse. So onward tomorrow with hopefully content as planned, but it is what it is. I'll keep you posted. Take care.